had equipment. I've always, I'm gonna charge you for that, but I've always had equipment since day one. I've always had some form of equipment, a computer or keyboard or something. But it evolved into more of a passion, and after the passion came the what? The business. So after I started, you know, it's all good and dandy until somebody throws a contract in your face. You don't know what it means, or you can't read the word, the contract, and you don't know that that one word in a paragraph would alter the entire contract, which will alter your income and or outcome. Okay? But I want to say this first of all. You guys are paying for a pretty expensive education. So it would behoove you to ask questions. Okay? Don't be afraid to throw something at me. If I don't know it, I'll tell you. I'll have it next time. But I'm a wealth of information. I've been doing it for a long time. A little bit about some of the people who I've worked with over the past 22 years of writing. Most recently, there's a movie that's coming out, Nothing Like, I think it's Home for the Holidays or Nothing Like the Holidays. Yeah, it was shot here in Humboldt Park. I scored a piece in that movie, a little commercial clip. Another independent film, Angela Bassett and Robert Townsend. I scored some music in there, and quite a few other independent films I've been working on. Major release, Jennifer Hudson's her only album. I wrote and produced a song called Stand Up, which had well over 1 million hits on our MySpace page before it went to the album. It's featured on a bonus CD. In Europe, it's the main CD. And a host of other artists, from Earth, Wind and Fire to some of Chicago's well-known artists, and for that matter, the industry well-known artists. So I have a pretty extensive background in writing, producing, and there is a distinction, and I'll clear that up because most people think when you make a track, you're the producer. It's not true. You wrote it. Production is entirely different. And does anybody understand that? The difference between writing and producing? Yeah? Did you guys cover some of this stuff so far?
We're kind of starting from ground zero, I think, so feel free to just start from the beginning.
Okay.
From square one, yeah.
And you guys feel free to ask any question. That's what I'm here for. Now, shame on you for spending all this money at Columbia if you do not ask questions. Okay, that's what I'm here for. Writing music. Most people think that writing is a pen and a piece of paper. Well, that's a form of writing. And it is indeed writing. You know, we think that if you're the person that did the lyrics, you're the person that wrote the song. Well, what about the music? If any of you guys ever seen any classical music, you see the top left corner, what does it say? Composed or written by, well, what were the lyrics? They didn't have it. Exactly. But did they write it?
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's the same way with music. So when you hear a track, someone wrote the track. Now, production comes along, whoever the person is who actually finished the entire composition and delivered a complete package to the label, production company, or whoever's going to release it. That's the producer. Production is entirely different from writing. I can sit down and write a song with lyric and just the piano part, but someone might come along and add string arrangement. You know, they might add dynamics in certain parts that I didn't include. You know, they may hear the singer singing maybe a slightly different melody or a different way. They might say, well, if you add some strings or some chimes right here, You know, now we're talking production, which is two different arts, two different crafts, okay? And I want to clear that up because some of you guys might go into the business side, and I see all kinds. I see the DJs, I see the lawyers, I see you know, the guys that just want to write, produce. I see people who want to manage, you know. So I see it all. So this knowledge is all good because if you're managing an artist, how do you know what to go? How do you know how to represent the artist if you don't understand how it works? And if you're an artist, how do you know what to submit to the label, your shares or BMI or ASCAP, if you don't understand what you're entitled to? You don't know. Or if you're the producer, how do you know how to calculate your royalties? Or what are you even entitled to? What are the normal rates? What's the numbers on for a producer that's whether it be first time or, you know, an industry professional, you know, that's landed a song on a major album? You know, what's the normal points package? What is a point? Does anybody know what a point is? Okay, these are all musical terms that, and obviously if you guys are taking this course, you need to know, and I would probably write that